Greetings, fellow comets. Either Mr. Berger grew a beard or we have a new principal at Christ Alone. Mr. Berger did not grow a beard. My name is Mike Henning. I'm the new principal here at Christ Alone in Thiensville. Privileged and pleasure to be working with you and partnering with you this school year, the 23-24 school year. And our school theme this year is Let's Grow Together. So we're going to be doing something different for orientation. So typically we have speakers speak to you in the fellowship hall. This year we're just going to put together some videos for you to watch at your leisure. And then if you have any questions on any of the content, please feel free to ask. We are still holding an orientation night on Monday the 21st from 6 to 8. And then you get a chance to ask any follow-up questions from the video. Obviously, you could do that. You could do that ahead of time as well. But it also gives you an opportunity to come see some of the extracurricular activities that we offer. It gives you an opportunity to grab some informational packets, so you have that. It also gives you an opportunity to ask any last-minute questions, hand in any last-minute paperwork, etc. And then you also can drop school supplies off in your classrooms, and you can see where you sit, who do you sit by, are you sitting in front, are you sitting in back? So all those things you can, and so hopefully with all that, hopefully you attend. And we can, obviously some fellowship maybe can take place, excuse me, that night as well. And, then you can, hopefully create some buzz for the upcoming school year. So our school theme is Let's Grow Together. Yeah, we're piggybacking on Kettle Moraine Lutheran High School, who also has that as their school theme this year. And the Grow Together is kind of has a lot of different meanings here. So we want to grow our school. Why do we want to do that? Well, because we want more kids to hear about Jesus. We want to grow in our faith here at within the walls of Christ Alone Lutheran School, also known as the Holy Spirit's Workshop. We also want to grow academically as well. We want to grow in our knowledge. And so this is the school theme for the year, and you're going to be hearing this come up throughout the school year. All right, so staff-wise this year, we are fully staffed. The newbies are Principal Henning, and that's yours truly, and Mrs. Henning, who's my spouse. We're a package deal, so she is our 3K teacher in the mornings, and then she has a 3Kers and 4Kers in the afternoon. Looking at enrollment, where it stands right now, we are at 98. So there you see the classrooms. Please note our 3K is looking pretty healthy there, 16. Now, because we offer such flexible offerings with our 3K program, we will not have 16 in one room at once. I think the most we have in one day is like 14, because we do offer, half day, full day options, 3 days a week, 5 days a week, pick and choose what days. But because of the large numbers, we are going to have an 8 in the 3K room. So, but then you look at the enrollment numbers elsewhere, and our total is 98 as of now. School tours tend to happen the week before school at times. What's our mission statement? Our mission statement is the same one as our churches, to know Christ, to make his love known in our homes, communities, nation, and world. Makes sense that we have the same mission statement as our church, because we are a church-run school. We also have the benefit of participating in I guess you'd call it a preschool to 12th grade system. So, Christ Alone, we offer 3K to 8th, but we also have two wonderful options for Christian education with Wisconsin Lutheran High School in Milwaukee and Kettle Moraine Lutheran High School in Jackson. We tend to send a lot of our kids over to Kettle who graduate here in 8th grade. We're starting to get more spread out as far as where our school families are. And so by also partnering with Wisconsin Lutheran High School, we're hoping that there might be some that if that is a better option, proximity wise as to where people live, we're hoping that is something that people would take advantage of. So again, just so blessed to have two wonderful high schools that we can send our kiddos on to continue their Christian education. We also are legit. So we are an accredited school. Okay. And what does that mean? Well, that means is that we are, first of all, we meet a bunch of standards that accrediting bodies have established for you to become accredited. And we are WELSA accredited, but we're not just like a good accredited WELS school, we're also nationally accredited. So we are under the umbrella of the National Council for Private School Accreditation. So a national accrediting group, sees us as and recognizes us as a school of excellence. Okay, so here's a little bit of an agenda for our orientation day. So I have a few slides on a lot of these. What I don't have is a school safety update. I can do that for you. So we're working on a crisis, revising our crisis plan, our crisis manual right now. And what we want to do is we like to well, first of all, we spent like $30,000 last year, is my understanding, on security upgrades. And what we also want to do, I'd like to do in like September, October, is do like a lockdown drill. So a drill where there's a threat outside and a drill where there's a threat inside. I've done this at other schools as well. Look for more details about that as we move forward. Another thing I want to mention is that a hot lunch will begin on September 5th. So please, so we start on the 23rd. So we're going to have to brown bag it until the 5th. So just FYI, you should have a hot lunch menu coming out to you soon. We do have a little guy with some food allergies in the 3K, 4K, and after school room. So there's a nut, seed, and soy allergy there. So we want those in 3K, 4K, and the after school room to make sure that we don't have those items. Because we don't want to, cause a reaction in this little guy who's got an allergy. However, in grades kindergarten through 8th grade, to our knowledge, there are no food restrictions. And I know that's maybe something different than what you're used to. So just so you know that, that food allergy is isolated just to that room. And so in the other rooms, they eat, so 3K, 4K, they eat lunch in their room. And so, they don't eat in the group, cafeteria or whatever. So, just so you know, there is no, allergy throughout the building that we know of, except for those couple rooms. So let's make sure that we are, mindful of that, if you have a 3K or 4K or an after schooler. Let's see, I think pretty much, TADS, make sure that you go into your TADS account and any family info, so emergency contacts, pickup authorization, emails, etc. Make sure that you change that for us, okay, or update that, please. And then also make sure you show up for orientation night. Okay, let's get going here. Family vacations. Just want to mention that I know sometimes it's great to get away. But it does put a little bit of a strain on your child's education and also our teachers' workload when we have to get homework together ahead of time and things like that. So we're just encouraging you that if you do take vacations, try to schedule those for our vacation times with school. So Christmas, spring break, summer, if you can. Thank you. All right, dress code. Made some tweaks this summer. Probably I guess more specifically defined unusual hair color, but the other one, I've had a few questions on this already, and I appreciate that. Leggings. So in the past, leggings have been allowed, and as long as you had like a long sweatshirt or a long shirt, we're not allowing that this year. So, and this is grades 5 through 8. So any grades below 5th grade, you can still do that. But we're asking that any leggings or yoga pants or whatever you want to call them, that in grades 5 to 8, that only be worn under skirts or dresses. Otherwise, they would not be allowed this year. And so just make sure you adjust accordingly. Thank you in advance for that. And just, make sure you're taking a look at the dress code, and, make sure we're all on the same page as we begin the school year, because this will be enforced. All right. We're also going to talk a little bit about conflict resolution. So, we want a God-pleasing partnership between the parents and the teachers. Because when we have that, your student, is going to succeed. When we're on the same page, we're working together, we're partners, right? So we want that unity. You see a couple Bible passages there that, everybody loves harmony, right? Want to live in harmony with one another, love each other, and, but sometimes we do disagree on things. And, so when that happens, we have some, I guess, guidelines, Bible-based, with how we deal with that conflict, those questions, those concerns. I can't tell you how many times that, maybe a parent came to me with a concern about a teacher, and then I would ask, well, when you talk to the teacher, what did they say? And that conversation never happened. And so, my direction would be to talk to the teacher, because I don't know how many times where that's happened, and it's just like, well, no, this is what actually happened, and it's just a misunderstanding. And so we give each other the benefit of the doubt, right? But we also we take it directly to the person involved in the matter. So if there is a matter with an individual, like let's say a teacher, okay, we go to the teacher with our concern, and we talk, and the goal is to come to some sort of resolution, some sort of understanding. And a lot of times, step one, that's where it ends. You're on the same page, Christian love prevails, and, you come up with a solution. If that is not the case, then you talk to the principal, and that's me. And then we discuss it. And if hopefully we work for a resolution. If there is no resolution to be had, then it goes to the Board of Education, and their decision is the final word on that. So a lot of times it doesn't get to that. But, I would also say too, don't just, use this as a checklist either. So, if you go to the teacher, maybe go to the teacher twice, maybe go to the principal twice. Maybe it doesn't have to be one conversation. Try to resolve things. And if it's a policy or procedural issue, that goes right to me. And then we talk about that and try to resolve that or try to, explain that. So moving on. School dismissal will be handled like it was last year. So at the end of the day, students exit the building using the fellowship hall doors. The 3 cares and 4 cares, my understanding is that they get picked up when they are dismissed for a half day over on the Division Street door. But Mrs. Linder's going to be helping me out with school dismissal at the end of the day this year, just so I kind of get my feet wet on it. I appreciate that. This is taken right from our handbook. So this kind of just explains our procedure. When you show up, your kiddo will be notified, and then you can get your kid. We want to limit the walking through the parking lot unsupervised, if at all possible. So if you could help with that, that'd be wonderful. All right, and then something kind of fun. So on Sunday, August 27th, so this will be a few days after school starts, we are having a church picnic, and don't feel that you have to be a member to attend this. We'll be having a church picnic at the South Campus. There you see the address there. We have 2 campuses. One is in Mequon. And so there's a church service at 10:30. There's a picnic lunch afterwards. I think we're going to try to set up like a tent for the preschool families, so you can kind of network and meet with one another. Did I mention there's a bouncy house? Yes, there's a bouncy house there. So, but there's also it'd be just great. And don't feel like you need to RSVP, or just show up. Just show up, and let's have a good time together. So that is our orientation video. Looking forward to seeing you all parent orientation night, Monday night. If you have any questions for me, I'll be around. So looking forward to a great school year.